Hi guys, today we're going to talk about semicolon and colon, one of the most important punctuation marks tested in the writing section of the SAT. Now, usage for semicolon is easy. There's two usage, but we're going to talk about the first one first. Simply put, semicolon is exactly like a period. And just like how period is used to separate two sentences, the semicolon can do exactly the same work. Now, the only difference is this. As you can see in the screen, the only difference is the capitalization of the second sentence. Whenever we use semicolon, we do not have to capitalize the first word of the second sentence. Simple, right? Now let's move on to the next punctuation mark, colon. The colon can be used in two ways. First, it can be used before an elaboration, meaning adding more details, or an explanation. For example, in the sentence, I need more time, I didn't finish my homework. The relationship between the first and the second is an elaboration, right? Why do I need more time? Well, it's because I didn't finish my homework. The second usage of colon is before a list. We need to know three things. What is it? Grammar, punctuation, and vocabulary. Now, let's compare semicolon and colon. They're similar in the sense that they both need to begin with a complete sentence, as you can see in the screen. But one main grammatical difference is semicolon must be used with two complete sentences, while colon, as long as the first part is a complete sentence, the information that follows can be a one word, or three words, or a complete sentence, or even more. Before I move on to the next lesson, please review the sentences in the screen. Okay, now let's move on to our final lesson. I'm going to read out the sentence. I went to Seoul, Korea, Beijing, China, and Hawaii. My question to you is this. How many places did I visit? The answer is 3 places. I went to Seoul, Beijing, and Hawaii. However, for some people, it could be read as 5 places. For example, I could have visited a place called Seoul, a place called Korea, a place called Beijing, a place called China, and a place called Hawaii, because I'm not interested in traveling or geographic locations, right? And that's perfectly fine. However, as a writer, it is important that you clarify exact number of places. And to do so, we can use the second use of semicolon, also known as a super comma, to clarify the list with many commas. All you have to do is add a semicolon after each list, like this. Now, let's review what we've learned today. We've learned that the semicolon is used like a period, and the only difference is the capitalization of the second sentence. Colon is used to elaborate, explain, or list. And the similarity between semicolon and colon is that they both need a full sentence before the punctuation mark. Finally, we've also learned that semicolon can be used as a super comma to clarify a list with many commas.